When producing this work, the artist chose nature because it's something that's constantly changing. The trees are growing, the flowers are blossoming, and then they fall off and they re-blossom again. Culture is something that doesn't stand still. It's constantly moving, it's constantly evolving and growing. So we had the first generation and slowly being infused by this orange color, just like autumn. Heju really effortlessly transitions between the colors. And that's all about marriage and how every time you bring somebody new into the family, the culture changes. It's constantly changing and growing. And we have the first generation here. Traditionally in Nigeria, if your father is a fisherman, you would learn the trade of fish. If your father is a carpenter, you would learn that trade also. So you would learn from your parents. It's just passed on through generation. What your parents know is what you will learn. But slowly towards the white side, when it starts to get a little bit disorganized, you find newspaper cuttings rather than the fabric. Now we get information from all different types of sources. We have the radio, we have internet, we can get information from anywhere, and we can do and be anything we want to be. So with all of that positive globalization that's happening, it also means that we're starting to forget about what our parents would have gone through and would have taught us.
You know what's funny? When you catch a lot of my friends in isolated incidents and you have really real conversations with them, they know underneath all the other stuff. They know. One time I was having this really interesting conversation with my friends, and we were talking about the ways that we as guys interact with women. And I said, what about our sisters? Would we let this happen with our sisters? How would we feel? And one of my good friends, turns to me and he says, stop. You know that we know that's the truth. Stop rubbing it in our faces. Why do you have to be so honest about it all the time?
Cada vez que le pregunto a mis amigos qué piensan sobre el matrimonio, qué piensan sobre la familia o sobre el noviazgo, creo que cada vez encuentro más personas que no les interesa, que ya no piensan en comprometerse, que ya no piensan en casarse, que ya no piensan en tener hijos.
Everybody thinks you're civilized if you behave like an American or if you behave like a British person, which which makes many people forget about the culture and the value we have in culture.
That family value still helps us in Africa because we still share things with our parents, especially our mothers. They try to help to combat what we go out there to see in school, or the peer pressure, or the influence of the internet, the media and all that. So I think we still have something to cherish between the children and their parents.
Moi, je peux parler pour les filles, mais je pense que les femmes, elles aspirent profondément à être aimées par un homme pour toujours, de manière fidèle, libre et ouverte. Tous eu l'éducation sexuelle à l'école et jamais on a eu d'éducation affective vraiment qui englobe toutes les dimensions de la sexualité et pas seulement de la technique. Enfin, on ne parle pas vraiment du mariage ou des sentiments, c'est juste on nous explique voilà comment on met une capote, voilà comment on prend la pilule et comment vous pouvez l'avoir gratuitement à la pharmacie sans demander à vos parents.
We are deeply and woefully underprepared for marriage. I've already seen my first divorced friend, and I'm 27. And this is not an older friend, this is a contemporary.
Bueno, en México hace poco se intentaba promover esta ley en la que hubiera matrimonios que duraran únicamente 2 años. Y entonces, cuando me enteré de eso, dije, o sea, ¿queremos matrimonios desechables? Hemos llegado al punto de que las cosas no nos gustan y mejor las tiramos a la basura por facilidad.
For a lot of folks, marriage is a chance to get attention and to continue what is a completely conventional, somewhat transient relationship with someone that you are connected to. They get married to make themselves happy. They don't get married to form a family unit and to make the other person happy. You are an addendum to me. We do not form one unit. It's me and you. It's not us.
People used to support each other more. Like it was, the girl was supporting the guy to accomplish what he has.
Yeah,
Whereas today, a girl is looking for an already accomplished guy. So this is why guys tend to reach that certain point in their life where, oh, okay, I'm settled now. It's time to look for the right girl. Well,
yeah, she wants him all packed. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
She wants the full package. That's the issue. That's the issue we're mostly having.
And yeah, exactly. And for example, like, okay, if I were to talk about myself, I kind of don't want an accomplished guy. I want a guy that I can reach my goals with him, because this is what life is. You have to be with someone and make your future with them, not already enter someone's future and just live with it. You kind of have to go with the flow and exchange.
Yeah, not belong in his future, but you have to belong in
present and future. Develop it with him.
I think that people long for permanence. I think people long for security. I think people long for stability. What I do think, though, is that the culture of me promotes cowardice. Permanence requires me to do things for other people. I can't have a permanent relationship with somebody if I'm only worried about myself. And to be fair, they are not completely unreasonable in feeling like permanence is dangerous, because if your foundation is personal gratification, permanence being terrifying makes perfect sense.
Y bueno, Grupo Sólido comienza en Argentina, con Ignacio Ibarzábal preocupado por este falso amor que se estaba promoviendo, y después muchos jóvenes empezaron a unir y empezó a generarse esta como revolución del amor.
¿Qué es lo más desafiante del contexto que enfrentamos hoy? Que muchos chicos han perdido la esperanza, ¿no? A nosotros nos pasa que cuando vamos a las escuelas hacemos ciertas preguntas y es increíble la cantidad de respuestas que dicen más o menos así. ¿Qué quiero? ¿Qué deseo? Yo anhelo un amor para toda la vida. Enamorarme y que eso funcione, que ande siempre bien, cada vez mejor. Pero eso no es posible. No es posible que las relaciones funcionen, y es justamente lo que los chicos anhelan. Entonces, lo amenazador de esta situación es que los niños han perdido justamente la esperanza sobre las cosas más profundas que anhelan, ¿no?
Porque Ignacio nos habla sobre el amor sólido y el amor líquido. El amor líquido es lo que estamos viendo hoy en día, un amor sin una base, sin un amor muy fácil. Y en cambio, el amor sólido nos proponía un amor firme, con una base de roca, en donde los valores como la castidad, la sinceridad, la fortaleza coexistían y estaban juntos. Y entonces, gente de otras partes, como en Chile o en España, querían también promover ese amor sólido. Y ahora aquí en México queremos de verdad sumarnos a esta iniciativa tan grande y tan buena.
D'abord, avec quelques amis, on s'est réunis un soir à un moment où politiquement il y avait une très grande colère dans le mouvement. Et le mouvement de la manif pour tous et tous les petits mouvements qui s'étaient créés autour. Et on a eu cette idée de s'asseoir sur les pelouses avec des bougies dans le calme, en faisant un choix un peu radical de non-violence. Elle trouvait qu'il fallait leur lire des choses, leur faire redécouvrir leur culture et enraciner dans notre histoire un mouvement qui cherchait à être mieux compris dans la société. L'idée dans les veillées, c'était aussi de faire comprendre aux personnes qui sont là qu'on vivait tous, qu'on partageait tous sur cette planète et dans ce pays et dans cet instant un même destin. Et qu'on était, c'est une citation qu'on a souvent dite, extraite des frères Karamazov de Dostoïevski, qu'on était tous responsables de tout et de tous devant tous. Donc on était tous associés dans un même destin. C'est ça que ça veut dire. Interdépendant. Et que l'erreur de l'un blesse tous les autres. Et que la justesse de l'un guérit tous les autres.
Sí existe el amor verdadero, o sea, y lo podemos construir todos los jóvenes. Y que sepa el mundo que hay jóvenes, habemos jóvenes, que estamos preocupados por retomar los valores, porque
the entire basis of human organization is the nuclear family. Everything traces back to people taking care of their families because that's how you continue the species. So without that permanence, without a serious version of marriage to continue the species, the idea of getting something done is, in my estimation, laughable.
Muchas veces las personas creen que el matrimonio pues es un entrelazarse de cuerpos, de almas, ¿no? Y no le dan la importancia porque al final es un entrelazamiento de destinos, ¿no? O sea, más allá de que nuestras almas, nuestros cuerpos, nuestros destinos se están fundiendo en un solo destino, ¿no?
Y realmente los jóvenes estamos sedientos de amor. Entonces hay que hablarlo, hay que decirlo, hay que gritarlo. Porque todos estamos buscando la verdad, estamos buscando el amor.
Towards the end, you can see less patterns, but the patterns that are found in the other blocks still remain. But right towards the edges, they pretty much just faded out into colors. That there's still the important information is there, but it's going to be difficult to regroup it and to put it forward. But there's hope that it can still happen. The things that we still have very rich in culture, pass it on. It is so important to document and pass it on so that others after them will be able to appreciate. The information that we need still exists. It's our time now to grasp it, take the opportunity whilst it still exists before it completely fades out.